And in a tragic turn of events, two boats have collided on the Brahmaputra at the Nimati Ghat area in Majuli. More than 100 people were on board both the boats. SDRF has started rescue operations. Gautam Bora is joining us. Gautam, बताइए क्या हुआ? We'll try and go across to Gautam in just a bit. We're given to understand now that over 120 people were aboard these two boats, which seems to have collided on the Brahmaputra. Whether they were closer to shore or mid-river, we'll have to wait and watch. These are visuals coming through of rescue operations. गौतम बोरा इज विद अस. गौतम, काफी लोगों के वहां चिल्लाने की आवाज आ रही है. ये वीडियो का कितनी देर पहले का है और क्या हुआ, बताइए.
हाँ आनंद जी, यहाँ पर कुछ ही समय पहले एक बहुत बड़ा हादसा हुआ है. निमाती घाट से ब्रह्मपुत्र से माजुली जाने वाला एक कांट्री बोट से दूसरा कांट्री बोट का टक्कर हुआ था और उसकी वजह से कुछ क्षण में ही एक कांट्री बोट ब्रह्मपुत्र में बह गया था, वो डूब गया था. और जितना वहाँ पर पैसेंजर्स था उसको लेके ही वो बोट डूबा था. और नजदीकी इलाके में जो लोग थे वो उन लोगों को बचाने के लिए काफी कोशिश किया था और कुछ लोगों का जान बचाया गया. लेकिन ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग जहां उस कांट्री बोट पे मौजूद थे वो उस फेरी के साथ ही ब्रह्मपुत्र में वो डूब गया है. और अभी एसडीआरएफ से लेके सारा लोग जुटे हुए हैं उन लोगों को बचाने के लिए. लेकिन अभी तक 15 से 20 लोगों को बचाया गया है और उन लोगों को तुरंत ही जोरहाट मेडिकल कॉलेज अस्पताल में लेकर गया है. लेकिन अभी तक उस फेरी के साथ काफी लोग ब्रह्मपुत्र में संधानहीन है और उन लोगों को भी उद्धार करने के लिए, उन लोगों को बचाने के लिए अभी भी वो रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन जारी है. लेकिन आनंद जी, मैं एक बताना चाहता हूँ कि यहाँ पर जो हादसा हुआ है वो देखते हैं. जो फेरी था वो था इंडियन वाटर ट्रांसपोर्ट डिपार्टमेंट, वो असम सरकार गवर्नमेंट का एक विभाग है. और ये जो फेरी था वो कांच का बनाया हुआ फेरी था, बहुत ही पुराने फेरी है. और अभी ब्रह्मपुत्र में मौसम की सीजन में यहाँ पर काफी पानी का बहाव बहुत ही ज्यादा था. और जब ये फेरी निकल के गया था घाट से, ये घाट भी बिल्कुल ही मॉडर्न नहीं है. यहाँ से तो निकल के गया था तो माजुली की ओर से जो एक फेरी आ रहा था उस फेरी के साथ ही इस फेरी का टक्कर हुआ और लोगों के सामने ही जो घाट में जो मौजूद थे लोग, उन लोगों के सामने ही कुछ ही क्षण में ही एक फेरी डूब गया था. और वहां का लोगों ने काफी कोशिश किया, दूसरा 2-3 फेरी जाके उन लोगों को जो उस फेरी में था उन लोगों को बचाने के लिए काफी कोशिश किया. तो कुछ लोगों को बचाया गया और बहुत ही ट्रेजेडी यहाँ पर हुआ है. मुझे मिला है यहाँ पर ऐसा
जी
लोगों को.
आप कह रहे हैं काफी लोगों की वहां पर डूब जाने की आशंका है. थोड़ा और अपडेट्स के साथ फिर आपके साथ कनेक्ट करेंगे. बट इट लुक्स लाइक ट्रेजेडी इज प्लेड आउट ऑन द ब्रह्मपुत्र एट दिस पॉइंट. The shouts and screams of the people can be heard. Let us hope that more number of people have been saved than those who have perished to the Brahmaputra, which is currently in spate because of inclement weather. Moving on here on the Nation at 5, and we queue up Sanjeevani as we inch closer to our jab all target with over 78 lakh vaccine doses being administered in the last 24 hours. So the total number of vaccinations over 70 crore now, while India has administered over 53 lakh first doses within a single day. Over 25 lakh second doses were also given across the country. UP continues to remain on top of the vaccination list with over 8 crore doses administered so far. Meanwhile, Maharashtra and Gujarat are close with over 6 crore and 5 crore vaccine doses respectively administered till now. Joining us now is Renuka Birgodia, coordinator with the community investment with United Way Mumbai. Renuka, namaste. Thank you very much. And first up, kudos to all your partners and your team across the various districts where we've taken the Sanjeevani Gadi out and we've tried to work hard towards spreading vaccine awareness and get over vaccine hesitancy. But tell us something about how you've gone about doing this, especially in the rural and tribal areas.
So actually, in the initial days of Sanjeevani campaign, it was very difficult for the team to motivate the community members about the vaccination. And, people were very hesitant even after knowing that the vaccine is very safe. In some of the villages in Guntur district, especially in the tribal villages, we found that the whole village did not want to get the vaccination, just because there is a misconception that if they take the vaccine, they will get the virus. So our team started visiting those villages for the awareness campaign, and we tried to motivate and convince the sarpanch over the village. And once the sarpanch got the vaccine, the community member were like, okay, कि अभी सरपंच को vaccine मिल गया, now it's safe and हम भी vaccine ले सकते हैं. And similarly, we also create awareness through using Sanjeevani anthem, and Sanjeevani anthem was really helpful to create the awareness about the vaccination. Tika laga word is enough, I think, to motivate the people about the vaccination. And recently in Indore and Nashik, we are also conducting the Nukkad Natak in the regional language and on COVID appropriate behavior and the importance of vaccine. And we are getting a really good response over there.
So do you see a significant shift from vaccine hesitancy to vaccine awareness, and also a certain consciousness as far as COVID appropriate behavior? What's the current status of the campaign?
So we really do a change over there, and we started the campaign in April, 7th of April on World Health Day, and currently we are implementing this project in 5 districts across the India. And we have, I think through Sanjeevani campaign, we have reached out to more than 3 lakh people, more than 4 lakh people through, various awareness campaign and one-on-one health inquiry. We have also supported 50,000 people. We have assisted 50,000 people for vaccine registration. Lovely. And more than 25,000 people were, supported for the transportation, where we bring people to the village for to the vaccination centers and bring them back after their vaccination.
That's fantastic. So you're saying 50,000 registrations you've facilitated, and more than 25,000 people we've actually been able to take them across to the vaccine centers, got them vaccinated and brought them back. That's phenomenal. But are there any special categories that you're focused on, special group, section of society, people, age groups?
Yes. We are focusing on pregnant women, person with disability, elderly people. So initially, when we were implementing the project, our aim was to motivate maximum people for the vaccination, and also to make them aware about the COVID appropriate behavior, so that we can stop the spread of the virus. But when our team started visiting those villages, we found that there are some people who are not able to go to the vaccination center. And there are several reason for that. Firstly is there is no special transport facility for them, and they've seen that there is a long queue at the vaccination centers, and waiting for their turn will be a very struggle for them. Right. So they like that they don't want to go to the vaccination centers, and even their family don't want to bring them to the vaccination center. So when we when our team started visiting those villages, we took their detail, we registered them on the COVID portal, and told them that we will bring you to the vaccination centers for the vaccine. So we also talked to the medical officer and vaccination center in charge, that we will bring those people at the vaccination centers. So give us some time and time and date where we can book, where we can bring them to the vaccination centers.
No, so I have to say, you and your team have worked right through the second wave, the peak of the second wave. You've battled hesitancy on ground. You've also battled the fear of getting COVID yourself. So kudos to you and to your team for going ahead and championing this cause of Sanjeevani, a shot of life, this campaign here at Network 18. Thank you very much, Renuka ji, and I commend you and your team. Thank you very much for speaking to us. Now, are sanitizers harmful? Do vaccines modify your DNA? Can they infect you with COVID-19? Are these some of the questions on your mind? Well, there's a space where you can now Get all your queries answered as part of Network 18 and Federal Bank's campaign Sanjeevani. A WhatsApp helpline has been launched. All you have to do is WhatsApp on the number 7977773753 and you will promptly receive all your answers. Information which has been verified and cross-checked. Go ahead, WhatsApp your questions on COVID-19 and get all the information that you need. The number is 7977773753. The battle for Uttar Pradesh is quickly becoming centered around Ayodhya. AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi is now on day 2 of his poll pitch after stoking controversy and a post-war over the use of the name Faizabad. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Aligarh in September and then thereafter go back and visit Lucknow once again sometime mid-end September, and will be back in Ayodhya in November, around the 4th of November, for the Deepotsav. So 3 visits in a span of less than about 15 to 20 days is what is being planned by Prime Minister Narendra Modi into Uttar Pradesh.
अयोध्या भी भारत में है, फैजाबाद भी भारत में और ओवैसी भी भारत में है और रहेगा इंशाअल्लाह। अब फैजाबाद की तारीख इनको नहीं मालूम, इनको नाम फैजाबाद से इतनी जलन क्यों है, पेट में दर्द क्यों होता है? फैजाबाद की जेल में क्या अशफाकुल्लाह को फांसी नहीं दी गई थी? ये फैजाबाद अयोध्या है। अगर कोई मुझसे सवाल करता है तो याद रखो, इसी अयोध्या में 6 दिसंबर को हमने भी देखा, सारी दुनिया ने भी देखा क्या हुआ। आज उसका जिक्र करने से डरते हैं सेकुलर पार्टी के लोग, जिक्र करने से डरते हैं, डरा डरा कर वोट हासिल करते हैं।
असीसुद्दीन अवैसी लखनऊ समेत प्रदेश के कई हिस्सों में रैलियां कर रहे हैं। कल वो अयोध्या पहुंचे थे और उन्होंने कहा कि मुसलमान जीतेगा इस बार और अयोध्या भी मैं आऊंगा और कश्मीर भी आऊंगा। हमारे साथ सरकार के मंत्री नंद गोपाल जी मौजूद है, क्या कहेंगे अवैसी को?
देखिए, अयोध्या इस दुनिया में सनातन धर्म के मानने वालों का आस्था का केंद्र है और अयोध्या को फैजाबाद लिखना ये किसी भी तरह से ठीक नहीं है। हमारी पार्टी सबका साथ, सबका विकास और सबका विश्वास सिर्फ नहीं है नारा, ये है उद्देश्य हमारा, इसके तहत काम करती है कि ये लोग बांटने का काम करते हैं, हम लोग सबको जोड़ करके सबके साथ काम करते हैं।
Well, that's all we have time for in this edition of The Nation at 5. Stay with us here at Senior News 18. Viewpoint up next.